Welcome to iPlanForIt, Consulting the Future into Existence. If you want a copy of my ebook, go to iplanforit.com. The purpose of this video is to walk you through a process designed to increase your leads, add revenue through higher conversion rates, and become more profitable by cutting costs using easy-to-implement, cost-effective strategies. All these strategies can be done without an increase in your advertising or marketing budget. Section B, lower overhead costs. We'll focus on multiple ways you can lower your overhead costs. Begin by setting aside a 2-hour block of time, find a quiet spot, and very carefully review the following documents: your bank statements, your credit card statements, and your business invoices. You want to go through these line item by line item and carefully scrutinize each charge. As you review each charge, follow this basic rule. If a charge doesn't help you to get a new customer or to keep an existing customer, eliminate it. 10 ways to lower your overhead costs. You'll see that there are a lot of options even inside these 10 areas. 1. First, pay extremely close attention to the charges on your credit card statements. I've seen business owners discover they have been paying for years on things they couldn't even identify. 2. Next, audit your current suppliers and vendors for the products and services you purchase daily, weekly, monthly, or annually. A. Begin with your business suppliers and vendors. Consider a women's hair salon. They may buy $10,000 per month of Clairol hair products. Do you think suppliers for Tresemme, Garnier, Nexus, or L'Oreal might offer a 10% or 20% discount just to get your business? That's a savings to you of $1,000 to $2,000 per month. How many suppliers does an auto repair shop have? Hundreds. Do you think the competitors of their current suppliers might be willing to offer substantial discounts to get their business? B. Audit your internet provider. If you contact your internet provider and tell them you're thinking of switching services to one of their competitors, they'll likely offer you a 10 to 20% reduction in your monthly rate. C. Evaluate your telephone rates. Phone rates have dropped substantially over the last several years, and you may be able to save 25 to 50% instantly. If your business requires calling overseas, check into a service where you pay a flat rate every month, and you can call anywhere in the world for free and talk as long as you want. D. Look over your invoices for your office supplies. This is an expense most business owners never think about. There's a good chance if you check out the competitors, you can get substantially lower pricing. E. Audit your janitorial services. Instead of paying a full-service professional janitorial company, consider hiring a college student who would love night work so they can attend school during the day. A janitorial company typically pays the person performing the service just 30% of the amount they charge you. The remaining 70% goes to cover their overhead, such as their office staff, lease, vehicles, as well as their marketing and advertising. Pay that college student that same 30% and you pocket the rest. Landscaping is another area to scrutinize. Similar in nature to janitorial services, landscaping services only pay their landscapers around 30% of the money you pay them. Contract this service out yourself and save big time. When was the last time you audited your insurance? And not just your building and liability insurance. Be sure to audit your vehicle insurance as well, including your personal auto. What about health insurance, life insurance, and workers' comp? Insurance today is a tremendously cutthroat environment, and companies will discount to the bone to get your business. G. Audit your garbage pickup. H. Don't overlook repair and maintenance, especially if you only use these services on an as-needed basis. Check to see if there are preventive maintenance agreements available for your industry or profession. Once you audit all these vendors and providers and secure the lowest pricing for each, here are some additional tactics to save you even more. 3. Ask for extended payment terms. If the provider asks for payment on delivery, inquire if they will give you terms, either 30 or 60 days. This should be a major consideration when negotiating a change in vendors. To obtain additional discounted pricing, offer long-term commitments coupled with quick payments. Definitely insist on this concession in the event you can't negotiate extended payment terms. 4. Offer to negotiate long-term supply agreements. This is where you offer to use a supplier exclusively for a specific period of time in return for a fixed lower price and better terms. The longer time frame you offer, the better the terms you should expect to receive. If you receive a deeply discounted price by offering most or all the above, you would be well advised to lock in that discounted rate for as long as you can. 5. If you tend to keep all your professional services in-house, consider the possibility of outsourcing those services moving forward. The most common ones to consider are accounting, bookkeeping, IT, and maintenance and repair. If none of these require someone full-time, outsourcing can offer substantial savings. There are highly qualified professionals in places like India, Taiwan, and the Philippines who you can hire for a fraction of the cost of an employee in a Western country. The Philippines boasts a 95.6% literacy rate and has a track record of exporting virtual assistants across the world. Taiwan specializes in programming and databases, and India has a world-class IT infrastructure. Another major advantage to outsourcing involves the classification of the worker. When you outsource, you can designate the personnel handling the work as contractors versus employees. This can lead to huge savings for your business. 6. One major way to cut costs that has never failed is to offer your employees the opportunity to participate in a cost reduction program. Truth be told, your employees know how to reduce or even eliminate substantial costs in literally every phase of their job. And to ensure the success of this type of program, bonus them a percentage of the first year savings. Just be sure you take each submission seriously and notify the employees of the outcome. If they suspect this program is lip service only, the entire program will grind to a halt. 7. If possible, eliminate overtime. Overtime is okay if needed to catch up with demand, but if overtime is now being required every week, consider hiring an additional employee and avoid paying time and a half. 8. You might also consider refinancing your debt to lower your payments. One recent business owner found they had 4 separate loans with a total outstanding balance of $10,000. They were currently paying around $700 per month in principal and interest. They found they could refinance that debt at a much lower interest rate with a 3-year payment below $300 per month. And speaking of interest, review your credit card processor. Compare their discount rates with other vendors and negotiate the best rates and services. Be especially careful on hidden fees and charges that add up to substantial differences between vendors. 9. Does your business require a significant amount of travel? Look to see if you can replace travel with video conferencing. With current technology, you can turn on your webcam and it's not much different than sitting directly across the table from your customer. 10. Another area to look over is your compensation model. If your business delivers a specific result, then set up a results-based compensation model. This works unbelievably well, provided the sales goals are communicated, specific, realistic, and attainable. I've just shown you 10 ways to lower your overhead costs. In reality, with the detail and examples I provided, there are many more than 10. Why not start today and keep more money in your pocket? Thank you for your time, and we hope you learned something new today. I'm Don Miller with iPlanForIt. Book your 15-minute profit discovery at www.iplanforit.com. Remember, strategy first, profit always. We'll see you in the next lesson.